see Lucy from my piano class today? Hello, you came to the right place. Is this your first time having a piano class? As you can see the groups of 2 Blackie set and 3 Blackie set. So I asked my students to be able to differentiate 2 Blackie set from 3 Blackie set by playing 2 Blackie sets from the keyboard. You can use any fingers to play, but usually it's a 2 and 3, right? And then I asked them to play groups of 3 Blackie sets like this. Alright, and I asked them to name each white keys from 2 and 3 Blackie set. So there are 3 white keys below 2 Blackie. I asked them to identify the keys. So C, which is a slide down from the first Blackie from 2 Blackie set, which is C. The D is between the 2 Blackie set. E is the key when you slide down from the second Blackie from 2 Blackie set. Now we'll move on to the 3 Blackie set. So there are 4 white keys below 3 Blackie set. So the first white key is F, G, and then the next letter is A. There's no H in music. So after G is back to the first letter named A, and then the B. I asked them to play, identify all the keys, F, and then G, and then A, and B. And then when they feel comfortable with identifying, playing the keys, I ask them to do combinations. So 1 key from 2 Blackie set, another key from 3 Blackie set. So I will start with the C and then F because this is the first white key of each group. So I ask them to play C and F. So C from the 2 Blackie set, F from the 3 Blackie set. Alright, and ask them to play all C's and F's on the keyboard, and then we'll move on to the next one. So D, and then it could be A or it could be B. So you decide which key you're going to ask the keys to play. So D, A, or B. So D and B together like this. This is a little bit advanced level than playing just 1 key at a time, but this really helps the kids to visualize both the 2 and the 3 Blackie set at the same time. And then you can also ask the students to name each white key from each Blackie set. So C and F. So D again is between the 2 Blackies. E is the last white key from 2 Blackie set. F, G, and then after G is back to A. There's no H music, and then B. And we talk about fingering. So thumbs 1, pinky is always 5, regardless of which hand. This will never change. So thumbs 1, pointing finger 2, middle finger 3, fourth finger, which is the ring finger, and pinky is a 5. So these are the 5 finger numbers that you must remember. And then we're talking about the rhythm. So a quartet, the one with the black hat, is a quartet, which is quarter note that makes 1 beat. And then we're doing a minimum, which is half note, that makes 2 beats. And semi-brief, which has no stand, semi-brief also called as whole note, which is got 4 beats. So I asked them to clap and count the rhythm. So quartet is short, and then we clap and count 1. 1, 1, 1. And the minimum makes 2 beats, which is a half note. So we count 1, 2, 1, 2. And semi-brief is the one that makes 4 beats, which is whole note. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you should know how the notes are moving on this step. So there are 5 lines, 4 spaces. So the notes are moving from line to space, line to space, line to space, line to space, and so on. Alright, so the notes on the line is called the line notes. The notes in the space is called the space notes. Alright, so this is how the notes look like when they're moving up or down by step. So this is how the notes look like when it's moving by skip. So there are 2 different types of skips when the notes are moving from line to the next line. Or when the notes are moving from space to space, that's a skip. Right? So when the notes are moving from space to space, moving from line to line, it's a skip. we're gonna talk about how to read the treble step, the upper step first. So there are 5 lines and 4 spaces. So for 12 clef, you start counting from the bottom. So this is line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, and there are 4 spaces. Space 1, space 2, space 3, space 4. So you see the dot of the 12 clef starts on G. So that's why the guide notes for 12 clef, the upper step, are C and G. So you need to know all 5 guide notes. C, which is the middle C here, and then G, which is right there already, so you don't feel like even memorizing it. So these are the guide notes you must memorize, alright? Because these are the notes where it starts from. So this is treble C. The high C is on ledger line number 2. So which is here. Alright, and then G, slip it on the top line. So these are the guide notes that students must memorize, so that it's easier for them to read for the rest of them counting from the notes. So for example, this is the note that you're trying to figure out the note, but if you're not sure, then you use the guide of treble C to figure out the note. So this note is only 1 step down from treble C, so 1 step down from C is B. So that's how you can use guide notes for reading. So now you're learning how to read the bass clef. So bass clef is usually for left hand to play for low sound, low pitch, and treble clef, that what I mentioned before, is usually for right hand to play for high pitch. So now we're doing the bass clef. So bass clef is on F line. The dot of the bass clef is on F, and so that's why the guide notes for bass clef is F and also C. C is always the guide notes. So F right here, and then middle C is going to be up here. Okay, and then we're doing the bass C, which is 1 octave lower from the middle C. So that's a bass C. And then low C, which is 1 octave lower from the bass C, which is on ledger line 2. Alright? And then the low F is going to be here, hangs below the first line. So if you know these 5 guide notes on bass clef, it gets much easier for you to read the notes on the lower step, right? Today we have talked about what we usually cover in our first lesson with the students. Hope it was helpful. If you liked, I want you to subscribe for more tips.